In my last video, I talked about how the way we touch something is the experience we have of being touched. And the question is, why do we go through life touching things so aggressively without actually noticing and acknowledging? Why don't we have appreciation in the moment? And the answer is because of the mind. Byron Katie calls it virtual reality. So we all have all these stories playing. Thoughts are like vibrations, and they're judging everything that we see or things that we're not even seeing now, bringing up memories from the past. They shouldn't have done that. They should have done this. This should be this way. That should be that way. All these thoughts are playing. And it's like you have virtual reality goggles on. In your present reality, there's nothing. Right now, I am a woman sitting on the floor. But when all the thoughts are going, I can be suffering right now when there is actually nothing wrong. And this is happening to us all the time. So the thoughts are hijacking our consciousness, our awareness. And instead of us being aware, oh, look, a thought, and knowing how to handle it, they're very tricky. They pull all our consciousness up on them, and we're sleepwalking. We end up going through the world, not noticing anything around us, not noticing how, look, my body is held right now. My body is being breathed. Not noticing how safe we are moment to moment to moment. So what is the remedy? There's many different remedies. One of them is to come into awareness. So when there's a thought, when there's an emotion in your body, what am I thinking? And see if you can become aware of the thought without hating the thought. A good friend of mine says when he notices the energy of anger coming up, oh, I love that it got angry. As opposed to anger, you shouldn't feel angry. You should be over that by now. All of that judgment and resistance to the emotion that's there actually feeds it and makes it bigger. So if you can simply hold space for it, oh, wow, look. If you don't add any fuel to it and you really go into it, it will dissipate. And if you really can't, it's so dominant, I highly recommend the work of Byron Katie. She has these 4 questions of inquiry to ask with the stressful thoughts that come through. But the first one is it true? And whatever comes up, that shouldn't be like that. Is it true? You don't want to answer it from your mind. You really want to drop in and allow the answer to arise for you. And you may find yes and you may find no, but just through this inquiry, you start becoming curious about the thoughts and you get to meet them, engage with them, and eventually your relationship with them changes. Have a beautiful week.